Okay, back with some more how many dudes. Gonna be doing some more tier 3. Not sure how many runs I'm gonna do. Um, haven't been having the most fun playing the game. Kind of getting a little bored of it, but made it to like a 50 game sample, so try to finish it. Might be like 1 or 2 games a stream or something though. I think it's either like Spartan or reroll. Spartan is like solid, I think. Not like thrilled by him, but I think I'll take him. Yay, Tower Shield. Tower Shield's pretty good, right? I mean, it's like the main function of Spartan is to block for other dudes, so. I actually don't know, based on the wording, whether it literally means other dudes, like dudes other than Spartans, or just like any dude, pretty much. Like, including Spartans. Because there's one that's specific to blocking for other Spartans, so. Pirate dudes, vampire dudes, quantum dudes. I like vampire most of the time. It's a little weird because we don't have a healer right now, and healers are usually pretty important early. Vampire is like a pseudo healer, right? It's not exactly like, can't really solo heal a team, but like fine to pick up. Pick him up, I guess. Probably need to pick up like an actual healer and an actual tank. Wait for one more to die, then dude juice it up. Yeah, that works. Using dude juice this early is kind of lame. That tends to happen if you don't pick a healer in your first dude or two, but Captain's Hat's pretty good. Knuckle Bones is cool, except I feel like it's just not that helpful early. Not a lot of enemies are cleaving early. Let's take a Captain's Hat and reroll. Okay, 2 solid rocks. I think I grabbed Aspis, right? 15% toughness is kind of a lot, and the second part's not too bad either. This isn't too important, I think. 10% max HP is pretty low, 10% deflection is pretty low, so. And the third part's not too important for now. Okay, Spartan Vampire. Got 2 Spartan relics, so like a good tiebreaker, I guess. Ooh, yeah, I kind of messed up. I probably should have Spartans having the attack power for now, but. Viking, Franken, Agent. Franken's not my favorite healer, but he's okay. I think I reroll. I got plenty of dice. Look for the better healers, maybe. Ghost, Chef, etc. Bard. Bard, maybe? Bard's like a good support kind of guy. He really needs like, friendship bracelet or something to not die later on, but don't really love him for that reason, because don't have like a paladin or a dentist or something right now. The Bard probably just like pops over. Sorry about that. Who do we pick up? I don't think we pick up any of these dudes. Still like no healers. Farmer, General, Wizard. Like an actual good healer. Destruction, I could pick up. He's like a solid tank. Cyborg is also a decent damage dealer if we start stacking them up. Pick up construction dude, I think. Don't want to waste like all our dice re-rolling. Oh, I should probably rearrange. Put the construction bottom, put the Spartan up top. Doesn't really matter the bottom right for now, but $25 rats should be no problem. Yeah, we're waiting out a bunch of dudes because we have no healer right now. It's kind of a problem. For a chance, healing received. Gotta go with the coupon this early, I think. $100 toddlers should be no problem. I don't think I need to revive anyone for this. Maybe I'll use a health potion if it comes to that. Yeah. Really is a pretty rocky start, I guess. Franken dudes? Do I have to accept the Franken dudes are healers? Maybe? I mean, I got a good amount of dice left, but I like to save them for trinkets, so. Here, we'll go Franken dude. I haven't played with him enough to really know how strong he is. Just, I think he's just kind of like mediocre for a healer. My impressions so far. 40% cleave or reroll. I think we reroll. Blood bag? Okay, blood bag's pretty good. Pair this with a little bit extra lifesteal across the party. And pretty happy. Yeah, we're wasting a lot of consumables early. I don't usually mind if a regular dude or two dies. No. Still worth it to go the hard fight there. Hard hat, leather bracer, tape measure. These are like 3 of the more mediocre relics we could have gotten. Don't really need crit chance too bad on this team. This is like okay, attack power crit chance. Hard hat probably works while we are lacking healing, so I grab that. Rattlesnake is a little dangerous, but we'll be okay. Yeah, losing one vampire is okay. Oops, misclicked. Copper bolts is pretty good. Like both parts of it, really. Bone broth is pretty good too, though. If Franken dude's gonna be our main healer, bone broth uses healing by a good bit. I think he just needs the regeneration for now, though, and 30% attack speed's not insignificant. I think we'll be fine here. Yeah, Cougars are kind of pushovers. I feel like they're a little too easy sometimes. Jaw implant. Not my favorite to pick up, but you just have a tendency of picking stuff up on sale. Like worst case scenario just makes the future relics better. It's like could do something, but yeah. Soul Reliquary, I think I'll pay full price for this though. Still a lot of extra healing for us. Just roll a couple times to fish for some stuff on sale. Since I didn't get that, just grab the dude juice instead. Fine. Construction dude, Spartan dude. I like our Spartan dude relics, so I think I pick up the Spartan dude. But 6 is probably good enough for a good bit. Probably want to start picking up some Franken dudes, especially. Let's see. Yeah, Franken dude. I think Franken dude is like one of our higher priorities to pick up. Crabs, dog-sized rats, gooses. Should be no problem, I hope. None of these 3 enemies are really too tough. Kinda wondering who we should pick up as our 5th if we had a choice. Like, the ideal choice. I don't think any of these 3 are the ones I had in mind. Don't really need another tank. Druid he's okay, but we don't really have a damage dealer to speak of, so we could think about Druid, but he's a weird one. He's kind of like a tanky DPS that doesn't do that much damage. Provides a little bit of utility. Maybe we reroll this. Look for either like a decent healer or a decent damage dealer, I think. Paladin's not exactly a healer, but he supports enough that maybe he's worth picking up. Alright, just like damage reduction, it's like healing if you squint hard enough, I guess. Electrician, Ranger, these both kind of mediocre. We'll just go with the Paladin.
Oh yeah.
The problem I'm seeing with this comp right now is we don't really have a designated damage dealer. Thankfully, you can kind of just do like okay damage across like all 5 dudes, and usually you'll be okay. We're very like support heavy right now. Like we have like 4 dudes who support and a tank pretty much, so weird. Pumpkin latte, liquid courage, hammer belt. Hammer belt's not too bad, right? The stunning's cool, and throwing additional hammers. Like all 3 of these relics are solid. I think I pick up the pumpkin latte. I really like to make future health potions cheaper, and then health potions would be pretty strong with the latte, so. Looking at something for a second, sorry. Construction, probably, right? We do just need a little more tanks. Like, balance out the team a little bit. Alright, it came back to Liquid Courage, so we'll pick it up. Pick up Strange Spores, sure. Pick up a Dude Juice, sure. Use the Lightning for this fight. Lightning's pretty good in this fight. Usually just deletes a few of the Mantis Shrimps. Okay, that wasn't too tough. Pick up a Franken dude, still our main healer, so. Ritual Dagger, Hammer Smiting, Gravestone. Probably a Ritual Dagger, right? Like, regen works very well with Franken dude. And it does just, like, heal everyone as well, so it's pretty good. Shiv, Bungos, Pet Rock. I kind of like Pet Rock on Spartan. Right, he just has reasons for block. Shiv is like okay in Vampire. More direct damage equals more chance for lifesteal. But I think I like Pet Rock enough to just throw it in Spartan. So we've gone through like half our dice so far. Just taking a sip of water, and yeah, I don't know, so like a decent amount of dice to go through so far, so we're not really gonna be able to force the best trinkets, I think. 20, 23. That's good enough, I think. That should seal the fight, I think, without using any more consumables. Yeah. We'll get our dude back, because it's a promoter fight. Eating pad, butterfly stinger, mouth guard. Mouth guard is lame to me. Even on deflection teams, I don't really like it that much. Eating pad's great here, though. Eating pad with vampire, and blood bag. Where is it? Right here, blood bag. Blood bag makes lifesteal very valuable across the whole team. So. Trying to think of what relics we're looking for the most at this point. I'll obviously grab like most of them on sale. I think we really need like shield spikes. This unit tattoo would be great. Some of the regen stuff for Frank and Dude would be great. We have like no paladin relics right now, which is odd. Frank and Dude, vampire, sure. Shadow skin on sale. I'll take it. Boombox, I think Boombox is good enough to buy on at full price. Construction Dude needs to be a little tankier. And 20% attack speed combos well with his hammer, because he has just a hammer every time he attacks. There are more construction dude, seems fine. Copper bolts for bat wings. I mean, I didn't really think about it, but I tend to just pick these, but still like to look at what I'm losing. Two pretty good rocks to pick up, bat wings and hollow fangs. Good damage, good survivability. Yeah, we definitely need more paladins. Paladins aren't really, they're barely busting anyone right now. Even with two of them, it's kind of lame. This is a tough choice. There's two of our better dudes. We have like a lot of Spartan relics, and we have him with the pet rock, so I think I'll go with him. Bounce out a little bit, sure. Not seeing paladins and the train dude, kind of unlucky. They'd be pretty cheap to train. I want a lot more of them, so. Yep. At full glass on sale, that's pretty nice. Yeah, lost a vampire, dang. Deflection, attack speed, or caboose. Deflection doesn't really help us that much, but attack speed's always welcome. We'll take it. Back, power, healing received, crit chance, toughness, leave evasion. Crit chance, toughness doesn't really fit on anyone. We don't really have anyone who needs crits too badly. Cleave evasion doesn't really work for us either. We have no reason for evasion. Cleave's like, okay. Probably just like the hot pot, but on who? Probably the Spartan. Probably Spartan or Vampire. The other 3 dudes don't really have good reason for attack power.
Oh, yummy!
Right behind the vampire. The vampire is hard to kill in the Spartan, I think, so can go a little more aggro with his food. That really wasn't the 3 best food we could see, I think. Would have liked some max HP or toughness on construction dude, max HP on like Franken dude.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, like Franken dude's heals scale most of his max HP, so very important to get his max HP high. Half Wolf and Hyenas should be no problem, I think. Sorry if I'm a little low energy this stream. Woke up pretty early, so. Vampire, Spartan. Definitely go Spartan, right? Lunch Pail is cool. Moby Strip is cool, but are they cool enough to pay full price? Probably not. Golden Shield. Dang, this is a tough choice because Golden Shield is definitely the better Ralka too. It's on sale. I'm gonna go with the one on sale. Hope Golden Shield shows back up later on.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, a bunch of duck-sized horses.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah!
Definitely want more paladins. Franken dude, I want more of course, but paladins were really lacking right now.
Oh, yeah!
Dang, shield spikes can't afford it. Nine cassowaries. I need to get in the habit of like actually looking up ahead and seeing who the boss is. Yeah, that boss was no problem. Book of Life, Sewing Kit, Ancient Sword. We taunted a little bit, so the Ancient Sword's like, okay. But I think Sewing Kit is just very good relic. Book of Life is okay. I think the second part doesn't happen too often in all fights, so. Paladin dude's dying, it's usually not to his blessing, so. Team Jersey, Ear Gauges, and Baseball Bat. Team Jersey, like okay on like Vampire and Paladin, I think. But I think all 3 of these are just like mediocre enough that we re-roll here. Medical license. Medical license, huh? Medical license is broken. We just don't have the best targets for it in this team. Like, put it on Paladin or Vampire, it's kinda meh. Do we do it anyway? It's just that broken, maybe? Vampire's doing decent DPS, right? Yeah, sure. I never really have put medical license on the Vampire, but sure. He's like more than an off healer now. He's more like a legit healer, I suppose. Providing lifesteal and providing direct heals with his damage. Off wolves, hyenas, wolves. I think wolves are some of the easiest enemies in the game. Even alpha wolves are pretty easy. Hyenas are a little bit of a threat maybe, but don't really need too many more construction dudes by the end of the run, I think. We're pretty well balanced. I'm wondering if maybe I should be prioritizing dudes. We have trinkets and relics. Like vampires, a lot of relics and a trinket, so maybe we should be prioritizing him a little more. Also, I'm a little on autopilot with these basic fights. So I should definitely put Vampire up here, right? Because he's got the medical license now. So his attack power is very important relative to his healing. Bone Broth is pretty good, but I think Leaky Heart Valve is even better. Like, he heals based upon his max HP, and then the second part's not too bad either. What's max HP does he have? 234, sure. Not bad. I'm kind of wondering what trinket we're looking for the most, maybe. Currently thinking like neck brace is pretty good in Franken Dude. Right, scales based on his max HP. Could think about putting like a fedora on the Franken Dude. Problem is we just have a lot of him right now. Right, so you put the fedora on the Franken Dude, it's not doing anything right this second, which would be weird to do. Otherwise, like for construction or who else are we missing items on? Construction or Paladin? Paladin, to me, one of his best rocks is bad credit. Sorry, I just got a message from a friend. Let's see. More Paladin, sure. More Paladins. Why not? Yeah, we really need the Golden Shield to come back, I think. Golden Shield is just so vital for the Paladin. You can see a decent portion of our dudes are not blessed right now. Get the Golden Shield, that'll change. Like, almost everyone will be blessed if we get the Golden Shield, so. Tax break on sale. Pretty good. We can re-roll and still afford a relic. So let's re-roll, wish for something on sale. Pari Buckler? Pretty good. The Spartan team, I like it more than usual. It's like not amazing until we find shield spikes though. Shield spikes will make this pretty good pickup. Then suddenly we're getting like a good amount of damage off our blocking, right? Purple Heart? Eh. We just go with 10 Sigil. Put Spartans in that spot. Franken Dudes have like no reason for crit near the Spartans really, but I think they're doing like the second most damage after vampires, so. Let's see, vampires are easily doing the most DPS, easily doing the most heals as well, but it's because they're medical license. Well, not all of it, but a good portion of it. Stasis Cube, Warp Deck, Power Siphon. All three of these are just like okay. I think we grab the Power Siphon because we can get good temporary health on our vampire potentially. With the Shadow Skin, which we have already, so. Kind of hard to just keep track of like all the routes you have in this game. But like you And have a lot more in this game than you do in, like, say, Slay Spire, so.
Oh yeah.
Wall space, Jobs Ad. Go with Jobs Ad this early. It's like kinda halfway through the run, but still pretty valuable. Start to stack up some more consumables. Would love to get some more health potions. Just happened to like not be able to afford them a couple times. So I was prioritizing relics, but
Oh yeah. Shit.
pumpkin latte, it'd be good to have like 5+ health potions going into around 100+.
Oh yeah.
Vampires, ooh, yeah. Didn't really pay attention to hooks we were getting off that dude. Golden Shield's terrific. But like now all of a sudden, like 3/4 or more of our dudes are blessed. Now probably our highest priority relic to go for is the oversized pauldrons. Go from all the dudes being blessed and reducing damage a little bit to all dudes being blessed and reducing damage a bunch.
Yeah.
Spartan Vampire. Probably just like stack up vampires like crazy. Tend to just stack up whoever had medical license on the bunch. Not sure how great of an idea is in this case. It's not the best medical license target, but okay, this is pretty good. This also makes our power siphon a little better, right? If someone's getting extra temporary health, like especially vampires now, with this unit tattoo on top of it, they'll spread out the temporary health a little bit. Looks like we're completely fine. I don't know if I even need to use the lightning. Seems like I didn't. That is one of the easier bosses, honestly, but still a little surprising. It did so little pressure. False Fangs or Bloody Talisman? I think we go with the False Fangs here, actually. Bloody Talisman's very good, but just love lifesteal with Vampire teams, so especially still already having the blood bag, so Shiv, Airhorn, Therapy. Could go Therapy on the construction dude. He gets a lot of toughness if you get like his steel toe boots. And this like adds on top of it, and suddenly dude is just not taking damage at high HP. Seems fine. Like construction dude health is just like not dipping very much.
Oh yeah. You wanna, huh? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Be back in a minute or two. Taking our construction dude here. And the goose is really no problem, I think. I could do is like our backup hero at this point, but we still probably want some more of them. We can afford this reroll and then still force something on sale, right? So. Eh. Not seeing too many health potions in shops. Maybe I just missed one there, but. Yeah, losing coupons lame, but it's a free relic, so take it. Need some more paladins, actually. Kind of lacking a construction dude for now. Bounce that a little bit, and then should be good on construction dudes after that, right? I don't know about for the whole run, but for a while, I think. Not sure if it's the correct way to play. This is the way I had the most success with, is usually having the least of your tank. I feel like tanks are ones that don't really benefit from having a lot of usually. Okay, honey badgers. Honey badgers are only dangerous if you have like an over-reliance on taunt, or you have like a bunch of squishy dudes. Like some combo of that, pretty much. Because then your squishy dudes aren't getting the enemies taunted off of them, so. Lunch Pail's pretty good. Lunch Pail like alleviates some pressure off our healers. They can heal other people, I guess. Like on occasion. Lunch Pail also probably combos pretty well with like the Ring of Shielding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can get Ring of Shield. I kind of forgot what family it belongs to. It belongs to Fancy Family, so attack speed, block chance, like solid for Spartan. Toughness, run speed, max HP, run speed. I'd probably take that on Franken Dude. I'm more worried about the max HP of the Franken Dude than I am the max HP of the Construction Worker for now. This is like the other option, put this on the Construction Dude, but
Oh, yummy.
stacking up a bunch of toughness on the Construction Dude, you can just get his toughness to like very high, somewhere around 70 to 90% maybe. Certain scenarios. 90 might be pushing it, but let's see what he's at now. 32 to 30 to 36. And that's without steel-toed boots, right? Yeah, so steel-toed boots is like the main way he gets toughness. Doesn't even have any food either, so Spartan Franken. Let's go to Spartan. That's pretty lucky on the jobs ad. A 3 out of 4 or something like that. Nobody knows exactly how many people we picked up there, but I noticed we got like 3 extra. Wondering how this run is gonna work in the late game, like past round 100. I've never put the medical license on Vampire. Vampire is like very tanky with bat wings and some other relics like Blood Siphon. This should be a pretty reliable healer. I just don't know if he does enough damage output for medical license to be that helpful on him specifically. Okay, Bloody Talisman's pretty good. We're pretty good on construction, dude. Might seriously need like no more for the rest of the run. 16's a pretty solid number. And we might get like 1 or 2 more from jobs ads as well, I think. Okay, our coupons back. But yeah, I think I was re-rolling the last job looking for stuff on sale. Kind of forgot they brought our coupon. So these are 2 pretty good relics. Hammer Belt, more taunting, more damage, and more stunning for our construction dude. And this is pretty important. Even the attack power portion is pretty important. Because he's got our medical license, right? So we need him doing as much DPS as possible. And I didn't mention it, but the second portion of this is very helpful, obviously, like lowering the attack power of enemies by 10% if you hit them 5 times.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sure. We're good on construction dudes, I think. Oh, lost a paladin. Wasn't really even paying attention to battle. Wasn't expecting to lose anyone, so. Got our coupon back. Just take a health potion. Nah, something on sale. Just reroll and see if there's like a decent health potion or strange spore or something. Bottle lightning's like good enough to take, I think. Like 104 is kind of lame, but should be fine this fight. A lot of healing. The silverbacks don't hit too hard, so. Power Siphon's also helping out a bit, right? If someone gets hurt, every once in a while it's just giving temporary health as well. Okay, if you look, we have some pretty evened out temporary health across the board.
Oh yeah.
Snapback Sneakers, Blood Siphon, Knuckle Bones. All like 3 decent relics. Not like 3 amazing ones though. But Snapback Sneakers I could just take in preparation for the last 3 bosses of the run. Like the 3 major bosses. Good in like all 3 pretty much. Yeah, the other 2 rocks like not that helpful in the late game, I think. Neck brace on Frankendude. I mentioned that being one of the top choices I think we could go with. Let's do that. And I think the last trinket we're looking for is probably like bad credit on the paladin, maybe what else? Generally just like any sort of like damage reduction would be pretty good. Like Might even settle for something like a Bongos. Bongos isn't exactly something I love on Paladin, but we'll see. Like, he has no reason for evasion and deflection, right? But it does just kind of make him a little tankier, and it's a little easier to heal up that way. Right, we have Therapy and Neck Brace out of the pool. Those are two of the ones I'd like to get to the Paladin. So, kind of running out of good relics, trinkets to give our Paladin. Might be willing to reroll like 5-6 times for the bad credit. Spartan, Vampire. I'm just going like all in on Vampire pretty much. Wonder if there's gonna be like any ridiculous fights where it's just like nothing but vampires left and they clutch the fight out. Because I've had them be the last ones to survive very often. Now they get a medical license. I feel like they'd be even harder to take down, even if they're the only ones left. Take Hidden Daggers at full price? Nah. Rain Jar. This is worth taking full price. I think the damage portion is pretty insignificant. The 4% regeneration is pretty nice. He heals through his HP, and then so he needs good regen to back it up, right? So just regen at 12 to 18%. I guess I'll one do with 11. Good sign that we're taking out Elephant without much issue. Losing Shadowskin, Slame, Lunch Pail is very losable. These two are cool. Organ Donor List is a weird one. I think if you're relying on it, like your team comp is probably not that good, but it can kind of just like clutch up certain fights. They're tough, right? Because it's like, I think there's a 15-second cooldown, but I think it's either per Franken dude or it's per individual dude it saves. Because I've had this thing proc like 50+ times in a single round. And so that's obviously not like 15-second like global cooldown on it. And the hammer smiting I didn't comment on, but it's just like, okay, sure. Yeah, it's like a decent bit of damage to this Paladin. Don't really notice the stuns, but I also never really like watched the combat and tried to see how much it helps. It almost says it's stunning it, so I don't know how long that lasts. And I'm assuming bosses are probably immune to stuns. I've never seen a boss just like sit there for half a second. Construction dudes, Paladins, yeah. Now we're pretty much good on construction dudes. Got a couple more. Want roughly like 15-20 usually with the tank. You want enough that they spread out the taunting and the tanking between them, but still like the least important dudes usually, I think. Prioritize. Steel-toed boots, sweet. Organ Bucket. Organ Bucket's not bad. 5% regeneration and 100% run speed. It's like 90% of the power of this rock. The third part is just not that important. Like if your other dudes are dying, Rankadude's not gonna really clutch up the fight with this, but yeah, that run speed and regeneration's pretty good. So this is an action relic, so we're not going to see these again most likely. I guess not taking clock, this is like a very mediocre relic. Trench coat's a pretty amazing relic. Nuclear codes is like fine. I feel like the nuclear codes really just shines in endless. I'm not really worried about endless, so I'm just gonna take the trench coat. Like endless, I'll play endless, but my main goal is just to get the tier 3 win. What are you looking for mostly right now? Like I think shield spikes and Dory, pretty amazing. Bone broth will be pretty good. Besides pauldron's pretty important. Other than that, we're pretty much got most of the key relics, I think. Yeah. Like some of the key relics we were looking for with this comp were probably like golden shield, steel-toed boots. Some of the attack power relics for the vampire since he's got a medical license. We've got most of that stuff, so. Construction dude, paladin dude. I think we're pretty good in construction, but also pretty good in paladin, so I'll just take a construction, sure. 1 out of 3 on the jobs ad. That's okay. Starting to approach the end game, so need to be worried about that. I think in like a round or two we're getting all our money back, right? Yeah, around 96, so this is okay. Medallion of Vengeance is pretty good. Just I don't really plan on having the Paladin die. We're not really taking that much damage right now, so I think I just restock. Sensitivity training. We have 4 different families. This is pretty powerful. Reroll till we see something on sale or like a decent consumable. Sure. The mace should be no problem. I think the bullfrogs are actually scarier than the mace. Oh, we're like fairly tanky, so I'm not too worried until we hit like round 105, I think, 110. I'm not even too worried about 105. Did you get Bottled Lightning? Yeah, I think I got a Bottled Lightning consumable. I don't really even pay attention sometimes to the consumables I get. This is the Bottled Lightning consumable. If you want to read it. It's pretty good. Just like does a bunch of damage, stuns people, for the enemies, so. You can see all the consumables I have down here, in case you're curious. You got like meteors, Bottled Lightning, trade spores. These kind of like they equal out the HP of your team, which pretty good if like a few of your dudes are taking a bunch of damage. And I got health potions, so yeah, I'm doing pretty good at consumables. Just got our 4 relics, so it's decent bump in power. We also have $14,000 to spend, so we should get a decent bump in power in the next shop or two. I don't know how confident I am into the final 2 bosses, right? But the first boss, the goat, should be no problem, I think. If the goat's ever an issue, I feel like it's a pretty good sign you're going to lose on tier 3. Because he's much easier than the next 2 bosses after that. Yeah, the giant mace, I'm surprised they didn't make these a little tougher. Like, they're very tanky, but they just don't do much damage. 169 cougars. Cougars are another one that's just like... I'm not gonna say I never died to a cougar round. Or never lost a dude to a cougar round, but very rare. They just don't do much damage, even to like 170 of them together. Construction dude, paladin dude, more paladins. Do you also have runs where the tier 2 bus completely wrecks your team out of nowhere? Oh, you mean the Killipede? More so in the past, but yeah, I do definitely lose to him on occasion. Now I'm so used to what his what his kind of gimmick is that I kind of build around him and the tier 3 boss a bit. Like, I feel like you cannot go too crazy on like AoE or like cleaving too much because of the Killipede, because it doesn't really benefit that much in that fight. Let's see. Other bracer, meh. Heart boxers, sure. Oversized pulse is amazing. Instant calendar, pretty good. Battle standard cosmic geode, it's like okay. Yeah, Killipede was the bane of my existence when I first got the tier 2 and 3. Dude was just wrecking like 90% of my runs. Like, I can't even tell you what I changed entirely that helped, but he just started getting easier as I was building better teams, I think. I think that's good. Book of Life, sure. Not really finding much stuff on sale, unfortunately, but... Did you get auto-corrected on, like, Twitch or something? Yeah, just realized you, corrected bus. I don't know if you just had, like, a typo or they auto-corrected it for some reason. Paladin construction. Fairy Ring? Yeah, Fairy Ring's pretty good. We have a good amount of strange spores. Shiv, Riz, ADHD. Riz is takeable. Right? Move the paladin around, give crit and evasion to like our vampire and our Spartan, I think. Pretty good. Wasn't really what I was thinking of when I was mentioning relics. Trinkets that I want for the paladin. I really wanted the bad credit. This is pretty good. Like, great innovation on these two guys. Crit will increase the heals of our vampire, right? He's got a medical license, so. Voice to text. Ah, okay. That makes sense. I just mistook what you were trying to say. I never used, like, voice to text stuff. I feel like even after all these years, I feel like I've seen people use it. That and, like, subtitling and stuff. It's just not that good. Granted, a lot of it has to do with, like, I watch, like, subtitles on, like, YouTube of, like, video games, and the subtitles obviously aren't going to get, like, random, like, esoteric stuff that has to do just with the game. Like, random lingo in the game and stuff. And it's just going to autocorrect it to something that doesn't really make sense. They can't really be blamed for that. This fight's looking easier than I thought. Hey Gracie, thanks for the raid. How was your stream? I tuned in for like a couple minutes earlier. Mostly you clickbaited me with the title about the checking out your new haircut. So I tuned in to check out your new haircut, and then I had no idea what was going on in the game, so I tuned back out pretty quick. Hope the stream's going well. The stream's going fine, yeah. I'm hoping this run is a win, but we'll see. Hippos, we'll slow it down for hippos. Yeah, we're looking fine. Hippos are only really scary in the first few seconds. Yeah, hippos have this ability in this game where they just charge for like the first 2 or 3 seconds of the combat. If they don't kill anybody in those first 2 or 3 seconds, usually they're not going to kill anybody, so... sorry if you can hear me taking a sip from my water. You have such nice friends who raid your streams. Yeah, there's a bunch of streamer friends I have. Gracie's probably... Gracie has to be the person who's raided me the most. As anybody from the raid, if any of you are still around, if any of you have seen this game before, I could kind of explain what it is. I think it's pretty easy to grasp. It's just like a roguelike auto battler. But I'm gonna be flying through it because I recognize like almost everything in the game at this point. So nail gun. It's like okay. That's pretty good on sale. Sure, I'll just keep taking stuff on sale, why not? Padded helmet's pretty good. Especially this late. You get your dudes get thrown a lot. So I like to see that. I think I'll just save the rest, the whole 400, yeah. This is the GOAT. This is the first of like the final 3 bosses. I think we should be okay to not use a consumable in this fight. He is the first of the 3 and he's also the easiest. Hopefully I don't lose anybody. We're dipping a little low. Use 1 strange spore. Yeah, we kind of lack damage, huh? Like, this guy's surviving for a while. Wow. I think some of our dudes went to like 1 or 2% HP. But nobody died, so... Okay. Well, people died. There was 81 saves. 81 times the paladins died and got revived from these, the Book of Life and Medallion of Vengeance. I kind of forgot, Frankendude goes crazy with the organ donor list as well. Where's the organ donor list? Right here. If anyone wants to read that. Basically, when someone dies, he donates 30% of his HP to save them. No, he donates 50% of his current HP to save them. So he saved like 30 people that fight. Which makes sense. People's health were dipping low. And I kind of forgot we have a few saving relics, so... Yeah, there was actually like 100 deaths in that fight. It just... basically was negated over and over. That's not a good sign, because that's not that tough a fight. So we might be dying in the next boss or 2. We do have a lot of consumables, which is the good news about this, so we can kind of just throw all these at the next 2 bosses. This is where you feed your dudes. These are the only 3 that need food right now. Attack speed max HP, toughness max HP, evasion boxes. We don't need evasion at all, really. Don't really need attack speed too bad on any of these guys either, so we'll just go Taco and the construction dude. Yeah. He's like our tank of the group. He taunts has like a bunch of HP 520, everyone else is around 200, I think. This game has the classic like RPG trinity of roles pretty much, of like damage dealer, healer, tank. Some of them don't fit too cleanly into those categories, but they all kind of fit into those categories, so. Paladin, construction worker dude. We'll take one more construction dude, sure. Like, vampires, for example, are hard to define because they're like half damage dealer, half healer. They provide a good amount of healing. They also do a lot of damage. There's a couple others that's not exactly obvious how you categorize them, but most are pretty obvious, so. Let's see. And I'm kind of wondering if anyone wants to answer, like, how's the game sound versus the mic volume? I turned the game sound down when I was streaming this. I don't know if I turned it down too low. This game has like notoriously hot, like loud game sound and music, so more Spartan, sure. Werewolves and porcupines, that should be fine. You could be heard. That's good enough, I guess. Yeah, like, somebody was saying they couldn't hear me over the game sound when I first started streaming it, so I turned down a bunch, so. If I can be heard, that's good enough, I guess. Yeah, this fight's pretty basic. This fight never was really much of an issue. This next round is going to be tough. This next round ended like the majority of my tier 2 and 3 runs when I first got to these tiers. Probably take this. The enemy's called the Killipede, and he's pretty tough. Mentamori. Mentamori's pretty good. Alright, we're pretty much broke now. We'll throw a bunch of consumables at this guy if we need to. Not dying so far. Sound levels from high. You mean it's the game's still a little loud? Or what do you mean? Wow, we're getting owned. Let me focus on the battle for a second. We might be dead here. This guy's brutal, and our team is not the best. Yeah, the battle sounds are a little loud in this game. Yeah, we're probably dead here, huh? Like, our paladins and Spartans are just dying like crazy. We're out of dude juice to revive them. That paladin is ginormous. Yeah. Throw lightning in there or damage them, but yeah, we're super dead. Construction dudes aren't really dying, but yeah, you can say they will soon when they have no one healing them. Yeah, look at the health bars of this Killipede. I'll keep throwing consumables at him, but there's no way we're recovering from this. Dang. Is that like a 3-game win streak or something? 2? That's fine, don't worry about it. So 8 and 4 so far. I'll do one more run. He should be the last boss. Not tier 3. There's one more boss after him on tier 3. Which dude? Spartan dude, construction dude. So we could use 2 of the dudes we just used. They're 2 like okay dudes, but reroll. Okay, cave dude. Cave dude is the best damage dealer in my opinion. Like does a bunch of damage and he's really hard to kill. later on. Did we lose? Yeah, we lost. That was the second to last boss on the highest difficulty, so he's no joke. Lost a bunch of runs to him, really. I didn't really like the team we had. Let's see, zombie, wizard, finance. Finance and zombie are like fine. Don't love wizard. We already have like a better damage dealer anyway. It'd be cool if we could pick zombie and finance. They combo pretty well. Seems like a DPS check. He's like a everything check pretty much. Like you need to be doing good damage, good healing, good survivability. I figure if you're lacking in any of those categories, it's kind of hard to beat him. But yeah, if you don't do enough damage, he kind of just starts spinning in the middle, and eventually, like in the second, third, fourth go, you're just gonna start dying pretty much. So I think we go zombie. Sure, zombies are cool. You like using Lich Dude? I have not used him a lot, and like compared to some of the other dudes. He seems like fine. Welling Flesh is a little weird this early. We don't have any healers. We have 2 zombies, so I don't hope I don't regret it, but I think I'm gonna reroll here. Arsenal, Living Hand. Arsenal's fine, sure. Take a Brass Knuckles, yep. What's a DPS check? DPS stands for damage per second. So a DPS check would mean like it's a boss that checks that you're doing enough damage in order to get past it. If you're not doing damage quick enough, it tends to kill you, kind of scenario. Which I tend to agree with a bit on that fight. You need to be doing some decent damage, or he's just gonna kill you eventually. General Wizard Construction. We don't really need another tanks. I don't know about the construction. Don't really need another damage. Too bad for now. We'll just reroll, find a healer. Meh. This is like a meh healer. Explorer. He does technically heal. Don't love it. But I think I'll grab him. I also like most of the people like watching right now, I think, have not really seen me play before. But a lot of my runs look very similar, so I'm trying to branch out and try other dudes in my runs, because if you look at my top runs of the game, it's like 90% the same, like 8 dudes. Explorer, sure. Explosive Innards. It's a weird one to take this early. Which characters do you like? So Cave Dude's like my top damage dealer, I think. Love to take him, put medical license on him, so that's like this is like the most cliche one I've got in the run so far. These other two dudes, they're like okay. My favorite though is like Dentist, Paladin, Chef are like 3 supports I love to take. Take a Cave Dude, and like tanks, I tend to like Farmer and Knight. I think they're the strongest. As far as this goes, I think we're just taking a Bonfire. Sure. Bonfire's like not amazing for now. It's giving like 6% health to these two, 2% health to Zombie, but it'll add up over time. Revive them a bit. Yeah, I don't love the Explorer, but you might need some healing assistance, like from some other dude. You can't really solo heal the whole team. Bard Dude, Assassin Dude, Time Dude. Assassin solid, Bard solid. Don't know if there's what we're looking for though. Let's reroll, I think. Mutant Dude, Dentist Dude. Okay, so Dentist is very pickable here. This is starting to look like every other run I have. Just like Dentist and Cave Dudes. Pumpkin Latte? Yeah. Don't need the Meteor. It's like a waste of 100, I think. That this won't be very helpful for now, but these relics you see on the right, he has some very powerful relics. At least in my opinion. Kind of goes crazy with certain ones. Dog-sized rat, gooses, poison dart frogs. Sure. Should be no problem, I hope. Cave dudes. Let's go zombie dudes. Need a little more tanks. Caboose. Bludgeon Parrot, Black Sheep. Probably go with Caboose. So you can rearrange the order, but I already have the zombie where I already have the bottom person being the zombie, which is our tank, so I'll just keep it like this. I think what we're looking for the most right now is like some relics for our explorer, some relics for our dentist. Because if you're watching the health bars, they're going down a good bit. Yeah, like that guy just died. So we need some more like healing going out. Ooh. Interesting. Mouthwash and bandage, and I have to pick two of the better relics we can see here. I think I'm going with mouthwash. Like turns dentist into an actual healer. This is very good for the explorer, don't get me wrong, but mouthwash is just like amazing. And he uses his Novocaine injection, which is this, or like a damage reduction 5 times at the beginning of combat. Like the combo, very good. You have a bunch of damage reduction stacks on your whole team to start, and then every time he uses one from there on out, he's gonna heal. Explorer, zombie. We need more explorers, I think. Ritual dagger, old jacket. Old jacket is pretty good for your zombie. I think I'll take it. And the awkward part is if we re-roll, we would be exactly $1 away from getting a relic. Use the operate phone item on a tier 2 boss if my team is weak to remove them from the head. Oh yeah, I think the you're talking about the burner phone, right? Yeah, I have one right here. Burner phone probably shines in the kill P the most. And the way I usually use it is I take like oh, upgrade, yeah. Not operated. Yeah, I usually use the burner phone and the Killipede to move like one mob of my team to like the next biggest mob. So that way, hopefully like a segment or two dies pretty quick that way. Right? Because if we can start getting segments dead, he's a lot less dangerous. Like this. Yeah, like you saw in the last fight, we were not killing segments very quick. So when he was spinning around the center, he was just taking out loads of our dudes. It was yeah, that was the problem with I think last round, was we were lacking damage. So hopefully having Cave Dude this round does fix that. Cave Dude kind of does an obnoxious amount of damage. Mutant Farmer Construction. Probably don't need a second tank. I'm not sure if it's a mistake, but I rarely go like a second tank in the group. Unless that second tank has got like some good utility. I don't know about the Farmer. Mutant? I don't think Mutant is needed. Like Explorer and Dentist should have healing covered. Construction is also tanks. I think we're just gonna reroll. Finance Dude. I hate mummies. I think mummies are the worst damage focused dude in the game. So I think we'll take a Finance Dude here. His entire role is just to get you money, pretty much. Like he has like 7 relics and like 5 or 6 of them revolve around money. Yeah. And I mean, his base ability is just like, oh, everyone else's ability does something in combat. His just gets you money at the end of the battle. So it's interesting. Like he does get relics to help in combat, but he also has a few that just get you money too. So he basically just makes you rich, pretty much. That's his main role on your team. Take a Dentist, sure. Shrunken Head. or Tinderbox. Tinderbox is like okay for now. We only have 5 explorers. I think we'll just go with the Shrunken Head. Zombies, sure. Kind of lacking zombies. Line of Cred. This is a very powerful relic for Finance Dude, but it's kind of only good late game, so I don't know if I want to buy it now. And unlike something like Slay the Spire, relics will appear multiple times. Like, I could see this in the next shop if I don't buy it here. This is like okay. I think we just restock though. Diversified portfolio. This is a pretty good one. The only problem with this right now is it's barely doing anything this second. Stacks up to 10 times and we only have 1 Finance Dude. I think we'll take it anyway. We're just gonna go kind of crazy on picking up Finance Dudes, so should have like 10 in no time. We'll keep the battle a little slow. There we go. Should be fine now. That was the first boss, like pseudo boss pretty much. I think the first actual boss is like the GOAT, the way I view it, at round 105. But every 20 rounds there's like a kind of boss. Like this one, I didn't really go over it, but you have 25% less healing received in that fight, which was a kind of annoying modifier. Mobius Strip, Skulldrum. I think we go with the Mobius Strip. This thing on Skulldrum's kind of lame. I really do like this relic, but this is very good to get early, so medical license. All right. I'll pretend like I'm contemplating these other two for a second, but medical license go on the Cave Dude. For every 100 damage he deals, he heals someone for 15. So we're turning our best damage dealer into probably our best healer as well. I'm hoping that should be GG. Like, this should be game over, I hope. It's just, like, look, 40 damage per second compared to everyone else's, like, 20 or so. And 32 heals per second versus the Dentist 13, the Explorers 2. The Explorers were at 2 because they only heal people when they're low. Health. So the Explorers are kind of like our backup healers at this point. Which is weird because they're the only one that's, like, healing focused of the team, but heating pad, golden glove, mouth guard. Not the 3 I would have liked to see the most. Probably go heating pad. We have no one who's really evading, so golden glove's kind of lame. We have no one who's deflecting. We'll just get like with some lifesteal, sure. That might have been the 3 worst ones we could see. I'm not really sure, because we're not really doing any of those 3 things on this team. Okay, Cave Dude's important, but how about we just get rich? Dentist or zombie? Go zombie. We need more tanks, I think. I tend to balance out teams a little more than most people. Still haven't played enough to know if it's like correct, but I feel like I've watched people play and they tend to have like 90% 1 or 2 dudes pretty much. And I don't think that's the best way to play it. NFT, sure, let's gamble. We don't have enough for another relic if we restock. We can use a die. Sure. Vault. Vault's pretty good. 15% chance to earn double money from battle. It's around 25, so we're gonna have to pick that up. Yeah, like we're staying pretty high health now because of the Cave Dude with the medical license. A whole nine bucks from the Finance Dude. Yeah, more Cave Dudes, sure. So this is the Scavenger Dude. He has to borrow relics and return. He'll return the relic with a bonus relic. Who's the old jacket for the Dental Explorer? Sure. Who's the brass knuckles for now? To get the trophy necklace? Sure. I tend to just accept both of these, like, at least like 90% of the time, so. What exactly is the point of this game? You asked that in a interesting way, but the point of the game, I don't know, like, what's the point of any game? Just have fun, strategize, win. But the the goal of the game, at least in my opinion, is to just defeat the final boss. That's the main goal. Kind of like Slay the Spire, right? Because I know you play Slay the Spire. It's same same genre of a roguelike, a strategy roguelike. Difference is that's a card game, and this one's an auto battler. Win. I mean that is just the goal of pretty much any game, I guess. Just win. Dentist, Explorer, Zombie. Go Zombie and Dentist. I don't really care for the Explorer too much right now. I plan on winning. I've gotten 8 and 4 so far in the hard difficulty, so try and create synergies. That too. I mean, creating synergies is a good way to win in this game for sure. Padded helmet, plot armor. Don't think I love either of these. These both shine like late game a little bit. We're kind of still in the early game, so. Ooh, Jobs Ed. I'm pretty happy I re-rolled then. Snapping turtles, ravens, and dog-sized rats. Glitch creation. How much have you played the game? I can't really remember asking you, or if you said, are you in like tier 3 on the game, or nah? Life insurance, cave painting, tiny mirror. Tiny mirror and cave painting are pretty good. Life insurance is hilarious if we start getting zombies that are blowing up though. So let's do that. But you're fighting duck-sized horses and other ridiculous creatures. Yeah, I mean, games aren't always realistic. I mean, well, actually, I mean, a large portion of them aren't. Rarely find a game that's like trying to emulate reality. Yeah, it's like that's what I like about the game. It's a good blend of like goofiness and serious strategy. Deflection, evasion, crit chance, attack power, deflection. Don't love like any of these. Like maybe Hot Pot on the Dentist, Hot Pot on Explorer. Yeah, they put this on Dentist, sure. Mostly waiting for like an attack speed food to put on the cave dude. Kinda makes him go crazy. His ability, for anyone who doesn't know, is once he does enough attack damage, he throws a rock. If he gets attack speed up, usually pretty happy with him. Ooh, we're taking some damage here. Okay, we lost a couple dudes. I think we'll be okay though. Ah, lame. So, anyone who doesn't know, Jobs Ad has a chance when we get dudes back from the Dude Whisperer, which is just what just happened. We have a 50% chance of getting another dude. And we got 2 dudes and neither of them coin flip correctly. Well, in our favor, I guess, but. So I got the extra dude. Now I try to clean up tier 2 guys. Oh, okay. So you're still working on tier 2 a bit, but you will like be tier 3 once or twice. Or do you just like play tier 2 because you just want to? I don't know. Anton Core, Pyre. Pyre's pretty good, right? 15% toughness on our main dude. Toughness is just like a damage reduction. So. You die every time you get zombie finance dude. Um, it's probably more relic dependent than most of the comps I like to run. In the sense that, like, if you don't get like life insurance, explosive innards, some like money relics like this NFT. Where's NFT? Like with life insurance here, we've got the NFT here. If you don't get some of these early, or like just don't get them in general, especially, yeah, it can be kind of bad, right? 'Cause the finance dude relies on having lots of money to really be helpful, and the zombie's pretty relic dependent as well, I think. Kind of on autopilot with these fights. Like, these fights have been pretty easy, so I haven't really been commenting on them. 200 for the NFT, 27 from the finance dude. Played with all the fun dudes on tier 3, and now I need to clean up tier 2 to have some more dudes on tier 3. The weaker, less fun dudes. I have a hard time getting ninjas to work, even with a lich. Ninjas, I think, were one of like the last 5 I gold starred on tier 2 and 3. They're like okay. They're just like a tad too squishy, right? Like even with their smoke bomb, they can kind of just die in battle, right? Lifesteal, rage bait, meh. Ancient sword, plot armor, knucklebones, spare rock. Spare rock is amazing. It gives our cave dude attack power, and every time he throws a rock, everyone near him has a 20% chance to throw a rock too. So if your dudes stack up, you just like pelt the enemy with like a few dozen rocks over the course of like a second, and it's just obnoxious. Alright, let's lightning these guys. This is not looking great. Alright. Lost a bunch of dudes. This is a weird fight. This always happens when I do this fight. I lose a bunch of dudes, and then the fight's over in like 5 seconds. I take so I take 5 dudes I haven't played, and they go well. I get wrecked tier 2 boss. Yeah, that's that's the thing is I kind of learned as I was trying to gold star everybody that like who was weak, and I also just went with the strategy of like only gold starring like 1 to 3 at a time. Because if you try to gold star like 5 dudes you haven't gold starred yet, you're probably gonna lose because you're probably picking the weaker dudes or dudes you're less familiar with. Let's go with this. Tax visions, cool. Don't quote me on that one. Shiv, Team Jersey, Glass Cannon. Like Shiv on Dentist. Team Jersey on like Finance Dude. Just like a reroll. So alien builds a lot. Zoom zoom. Yeah, aliens are interesting. I don't use aliens too often. Like, from my experience playing with them, they seem a little weak. And for some reason, I'm tryharding like a meme game. But let's go Team Jersey on Finance Dudes. He gets like a good amount of deflection. It's a good amount of attack power as well. So stack it up even more. We'll probably get a bunch of Finance Dudes as well. This gets some attack power and deflection for every nearby dude the same type. Attacks up to 4 times. So we'll have a bunch of Finance Dudes in their run. Team Jersey's like decent on them. Oh, I forgot to revive my dudes last round. I just wasted like an extra dude juice to revive them twice. Because you revive more out of combat. Like you revive 10 out of combat and 5 in combat. So yeah, I messed that up. 100 goats, sure. Goats are usually non-threatening. Got 200 from the vault, like this icon shows up, so we got the 15% chance activate here, so that's pretty good. Explorer, Dentist. Let's go Explorer. He's kind of like our backup healer, but we still want like decent backup heals. Also, I found in my experience, just like having a somewhat balanced team makes it so you're a lot less likely to be disappointed in shops, because if you don't see, like, if you're running like 1 or 2 dudes mostly, and you don't see their specific relics, you're gonna be pretty like, I don't know, like upset, but like disappointed in the shop. Whereas if you're running like a decent amount of all 5, it's pretty hard to completely get a dud of a shop, right? Wizards and some others have relics that activate when being zoomed around. Samurai and Agent kinda also work with this. Agent's on 1000% explosion glasses are fun. The cool shades, yeah. Samurai do work pretty well with the aliens, right? So the agents, I guess. I guess that's part of the problem with aliens is because Samurai and agents work so well with them, it feels like you kind of need them to combo them. Like, I feel like alien's base ability is just not that good. For anyone who doesn't know, alien just like sends your dude dashing to enemies. You like tractor beams them. So yeah, it's just like not that good on its own. I think you kind of need certain combos with them. Bloody Talisman, Financial Calculator. Take Financial Calculator. Some defense for a finance dude, and we make more money. Yeah, also because the alien zooms people around, he does work with a few other people, I guess. Like the wizard, like you said. Wizard does his fireball every like 100 feet he travels with one relic. Could even work with the explorer, for example. We saw this relic earlier, but this one right here, he refills a heal every 100 feet he travels. So zooming the explorer around, yeah, that works as well. Not sure it's like the best target for alien, but characters with the medical relic, you can force them to have less walk time and have them in the fight quicker. Oh yeah, yeah. Like alien on someone who has a medical license, you mean? Yeah, medical license is broken, so the more you like play around medical license, the easier things are gonna be usually. This relic is just busted, or trinket. There's like a fair amount of trinkets in the game. I think this one's easily the best one. There's just a few others that are pretty good, but this one's just like... I want it basically every run. You just put on whoever's your best damage dealer, and you're pretty happy. Oh, also... I kind of forgot we got regular dudes randomly. We should probably move these down. Put the life insurance on the zombies. Not really sure, but we don't really have the relics for zombies. That zombies can start like blowing up with a certain relic. So it makes the life insurance zombie combo kind of stupid. You can get like thousands of dollars in one round potentially, because your zombies just keep dying, coming back to life. We're missing those relics right now. Hoping we get them soon. We saw them earlier actually. Explosive innards and willing flesh. We saw willing flesh in like the first shop, and like explosive innards shortly after. They're just not the best relics early. But I'm kind of regretting not picking them up. Coupon. Coupon's good enough to pick up at this point. Right, we're less than halfway through the run. This will make things go on sale, so sure. 76 Ravens. Dentist, zombie... Oh, dentist, sure. Bloody Talisman, Tinderbox, Gravestone. Tinderbox is better now than it was earlier. We don't have that many more explorers, but we should get to 15 pretty soon. Like, this makes everyone get more healing. Pretty good. The Bloody Talisman was definitely a consideration there, though. Increasing attack speed of like everyone who gets healed is pretty cool. Zombie Dentist. I just kind of want to stack a bunch of zombies. This is the... who's this dude? This is the smuggler dude. He's returning with a relic. It's from the sci-fi family. We have no sci-fi dudes. This guy gets relics from families you don't have. So we get to pick one of three here. Probably go with the force field. It's just like decent defenses. When your guys go low, they get deflection, which reduces damage they take. It's fine. You can kind of see relics like activate by blinking over here, so you can tell when our guys are going below 40%. It's blinked a few times early in the battle. Probably not gonna activate too much because we have some pretty good healing, but that's actually activating a good amount there. More finance dudes. More money. 2 dudes extra, 3 dudes extra. What was that, 6 out of like 8 there? That's pretty lucky with the jobs ad. Only 50% chance, so 6 out of 8 is pretty good high roll. So like we got a bunch of extra dudes now. Vault went off again. We're getting pretty rich here. We got like a bunch of money rocks, vault, financial calculator, NFT. Well, the NFT is being borrowed right now, but rotting stake, knuckle bones, attack speed and run speed for the rotting stake, knuckle bones. Basically, just makes it so when you get cleaved, it reduces the cleave damage the enemy's doing, so you won't get cleaved down as easy. Which cleave is a lot of damage in this game. I think I'm gonna pick it up. Death Rattle. This is cool. I'm not really planning on letting dudes die. Ah, man, this is weird because this is on sale. I think I'm still buying this because this is just amazing. We really need this right now. Kind of lame, but can't complain too much because it's a pretty good relic. Lost 1 dentist. Zombie, dentist, more zombies, sure. So, alright, so sorry if anyone didn't have time to read this relic. It increases the healing the zombie receives, and then there's a 5% chance when he dies, it revives all zombies. Your zombies become a lot harder to kill. They're receiving more healing, and then every time one dies, it's a pretty low chance, but they'll all revive sometimes. So obviously, the more you stack, better odds they're all going to revive before they all die. So, zombies are pretty stackable because of that. Okay, just a moose left. And you see what I mean here? With all the rocks being thrown? From our spare rock. Right here. Nearby dudes have a chance to throw rocks too. This kind of broken relic, if I'm being honest. Like, you stack up on like a few enemies left, and suddenly, your team is just machine gunning rocks off. Also against certain bosses, if your team stacks up, like the boss you saw earlier for anyone who was here, the Kelipede. It's just like an awesome relic in that you group all your guys together, and then suddenly each segment is dying in like a second. Ion Storm, Memento Mori. Nah. Tax Break, Bandage. 2 good ones. Don't really care about the Explorer too much. Maybe I should. This is basically just gonna give us 20% max HP. Right, we spent at least 10,000, so yeah, it's just 20% max HP, or we like kind of double the heal of our worst healer. I don't want to disrespect this guy too bad. This is like his best relic, pretty much. I'll take it. 20% max HP is so lame to miss out on, though. Pretty good relic. We'll lightning these guys. Get ready. I'll give you a one-time speed. Get ready to use a symbol. Go down to just a Mega Crocodile. We're fine, yeah. Some of these bosses are a lot easier than the others. Okay, Cave Painting's back. So is Rotting Stake. Don't really care for Living Hand. Cave Painting's amazing. 15% max health across the whole team. Because we got 15 cave dudes right now. Bongos, Fedora, Folding Chair. Meh? Reroll it. We got plenty of dice. Friendship Bracelet. Friendship Bracelet is one of my favorite trinkets. When the wielder dies, basically, he survives by equalizing his HP with the dude who has the highest HP. And the reason this rug is amazing is the last sentence. This has a 2-second cooldown. So you're basically immortal as long as you don't die twice within 2 seconds. And you put this on someone who's really squishy, and suddenly they're just repeatedly reviving throughout the fight by like equalizing their health with your tanks, who shouldn't be dying in the first place. So put this on Dentist. Dentist is easily like our squishiest dude. Pink Cobra and Snapping Turtles. Let's see if it goes off in this fight. I don't think it will. This will have a number in the corner if it goes off. Yeah, that's an easy fight. Didn't get the Vault or NFT, but Cave Dude, sure. 393 Manta Shrimp. Manta Shrimp are a little scary. This is a promoter dude, so if you lose this fight, you don't actually lose the run. It's just kind of like a bonus fight. But he charges you in order to bet on the fight. So if you don't, if you have like, if you're fairly confident you're gonna lose the fight, you just don't bet on it. But I think we'll be okay here. Slow it down. Okay, maybe not. Manta Shrimps are no joke. Okay, we're got like 100 and something here. 108. That's good enough. That should help them out a good bit. I think we're in the clear now. So if you watch this canteen relic here, this is showing how much healing he's using. So if this bar was to go pretty low, I would use an consumable. But we're in the clear now. We're starting to mop them up. Yeah, so we had to use one meteor, which is like our worst consumable, and we beat the fight. Championship belt, golden glove, focus mitts. Focus mitts are cool if your team needs a critical chance. Same if you're evading a lot with golden glove, but championship belt just works in like any team. Usually you're gonna have like one really important dude you stack up a lot, or a good amount at least, and this just makes them even stronger. So the problem right now is we have more zombies than cave dudes. So the zombie is actually stealing the 30% attack power from the cave dude. I'd like to change that and get our cave dude to be the most prevalent for this championship belt. So like 30% attack power is just not that important on the zombie. He's mostly there to absorb damage. He's like the tank, so yeah. Hopefully just draft a bunch more cave dudes. Explorers, sure. Stallions, stab crabs, honey badgers. Honey badgers don't care. 80% taunt resistance. These are things don't really care about. Like Stallion's panicky. When his HP goes low, he starts running around circles, running everybody over. Usually not that threatening though. Like you'll see them start panicking soon. Okay. Let's run this over. Yeah. We need to fight. We lost 100 off the NFT, so gambling did not pay off that round. 300 goats. There's like maybe a handful, maybe like 5 or 6 different enemy types that I just kind of know, like, as long as our team isn't like half dead, we shouldn't lose anybody. Like goats, duck-sized horses, toddlers. Yeah, you kind of beat up toddlers in this game for some reason, but yeah, toddlers are pretty easy to take out. Don't quote me on that either. Captain's hat. Yeah, like full price. Do I want this? Sure. I mean, it makes our cave dudes a lot better. Take it. Take a dude juice. Sure. 200 Manta Shrimps. We just took on like 350 plus, I think. But this shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we're good. Let's see. No vault, no NFT. I guess it's one of those situations where no news is better than bad news. Like we could have lost money off the NFT, so I don't even care about these relics. Just give me some free relics in the future, sure. These guys' gimmick, the Falcons, is when they go below half, they start dashing around. It's one of the few enemies I would not mind them buffing their ability, because those things dash around and they're just kind of tickling your team. It's just not doing much. Finance dude, sure. Bullfrogs, horse-sized ducks, snapping turtles. Bullfrogs are the scariest enemy here, these things right here. They kind of like charge around sometimes, do a bunch of damage. I think we'll be fine this fight. Oh, we lost 100 off the NFT, but we got the vault money, so we netted some extra money there. Rhino, rattlesnakes. Rhinos are pretty tough. Once they start having multiple rhinos, it gets really scary. One isn't terrible, but he does. Yeah, he just kind of like charges through your team and does a decent bit of damage. We lost 100 again. So we've gotten the positive NFT activation 4 times and the negative one 6 times. The thing is that relic, the positive is 200, the negative is 100, so we're still netting like a couple hundred from it, but still some pretty bad luck. Explorers, sure. Finance dude, zombie dude, just like balance it out a bit, sure. Wow, Dentist went low there. Yeah, oh, well, Dentist went low. I wasn't really paying attention to the enemy type. These are seagulls, so they only go after people with food. And our only dude with food is the Dentist right now. So, yeah, like if you look at damage taken, like 90% the Dentist, because that's the only person they were attacking. Sensitivity training. This thing in the top right is their family. So we have 3 families right now. Action, employed, undead. So this would be 15% attack power. It's kind of like okay. When it's 25% attack power, we have 4 or 5 different families. It's amazing, but we'll take it, sure. 15% attack power is nothing to sneeze at least. At least not for your whole team. That's solid. Yeah, this is another enemy that's just like I've rarely ever lost like a single dude to. The wolves. Don't know why wolves are just so easy to kill. Like their gimmick is they split damage between their pack, so you can't really burst a small portion of them down too much because they just spread out damage. But they just also do no damage, so you're basically never in threat of dying. Blowgun's pretty good, sure. Almost 1,000 goats. Should be no problem. Lost money off the NFT again. More zombies, sure. Hot pot, baguette, red curry. Red curry's pretty good for a cave dude. This is pretty much what we were waiting for. Was red curry for a cave dude. Attack speed and crit chance. The crit chance I don't care too much about, but attack speed's very helpful. We throwing more rocks. So. Oh, cassowaries. These things are the exact same as those falcons. They have the where is it? Slashing rampage. When they go below half, they just start dashing around hitting people. Nothing really too special about these enemies. This guy like charges bullfrog, but I'm feeling like relatively confident we win this fight. But also it's a pretty boring run. I just picked like 4 pretty strong dudes, and Explorer I kind of picked because I was desperate for a healer at the time. Got +2, +3. Oh, 4 out of 4. 4 out of 4 is pretty lucky. Is that 1 out of 16 odds? Got a bunch of extra dudes there. This is anyone like curious about worrying about the game. This is something you probably try to grab pretty early on if you can. It just, like, if you get it early, you'll tend to get like 5+ extra dudes right into the run. And it turns out having like a bigger army makes things easier to kill. And makes it easier to survive as well, I guess, but... electrolytes, half full glass. This is pretty good, but I don't really care about the Explorer that much. I think I'll do it anyway. There's a bunch of temporary health he can do when he heals. 30% chance. I think most of the people watching haven't played this game before, so I'll just explain. The Explorer only heals when someone goes below 30%. And you'll see this bar isn't going down at all because of that. No one's really going low. And then he has a 30% chance with this to get temporary health. That's just a bunch, really. That's why I was kind of hesitant to take it, because he's not really healing that often right now. He's kind of like our he's kind of like our emergency plan. Like if things are going bad, he'll start healing. So he's probably our least important dude right now. Let's go cave dudes for days. 2 zombie relics and get these 2 relics back. Pretty good. This gives our zombie attack power and healing received for every zombie near him. Got 20 zombies, so they're often gonna have some zombies near him. This is an amazing relic. Zombie receives healing. He damages equal to 200% of the healing split around him. This will be the zombie's top damage dealer for a while. It actually makes him do pretty good damage, considering he's like a tank role. Because he's taunting a bunch, and that means he's going to receive a bunch of healing. We can check afterwards. Like, yeah, sure, Cave Dude is easily the best DPS, but look, Zombie is not that far behind. And 62% was coming from that relic. Yeah, just a lot of damage. There's another relic he can get. The Zombie, that makes him do a lot of damage. If we get that relic, yeah, we should be cruising along, because Zombie will be doing tons of damage for a tank. Don't really need Explorers. Nah. Explorers can be practically ignored at this point, I think. We're winning fights in like 5 to 8 seconds. It's pretty good. Dentist, sure. Just like re-roll for some on sale. Let's take that. 7 shotgun turtles. Yeah, these are turtles with shotguns attached to their back. Sure, they're pretty tough. Not underestimate them. Like our Explorer Canteen bar was actually dipping down a little bit for the beginning of the battle. I will speed up, it's over. Yeah, he dipped to like half, so he ran down to like half his heals. No one died, but... finance dude, sure, make more money. Tiny Mirror. Yeah. Tiny Mirror's a pretty good relic. I'll take it. Novocaine Injection is like his damage reduction he does. So he's 25% chance when he uses it to use another one, and it's a chained effect, which just means like the effect can repeat off itself. So you can get a bunch of random Novocaine procs if you're lucky. Ear gauges, taser, cut off jorts. None of these are like amazing for either the Explorer or the zombies. We'll just reroll. Like ear gauges are like okay for the Explorer, but therapy, give our zombies therapy. Interesting. Shovel, scrubs. Meh. I feel like any deflection, he's not. The scrubs aren't that great. Let's reroll again. This track, ear gauges, glass cannon, nope. Face tattoo? Or inhaler? Inhaler, this guy's got 5% crit chance. Basically, this, when he heals, he has a chance to get his crit chance to heal another dude. With 5% crit chance, that's a pretty lame trinket. I think I'll just go like air horn on the Explorer. Right, like 10 seconds into the battle, have 50% more attack power, 50% more run speed. He's like our backup healer, so having him have 50% more attack power gives us like a better last line of defense. And he probably won't be healing too much early in the combat anyway, so the fact that this takes 10 seconds to reach max stacks, not really a problem. Right? And the attack power obviously makes him do more damage, so makes him a little more useful in the team. Okay, got 63 for the finance dude there. More cave dudes. Yep. This is looking like a lot of my previous runs. Just get like 40, 50 cave dudes by the end of the run with a medical license. And then it's kind of GG. Hopefully I didn't jinx it. Not like lose horribly, but... See, yeah, all the damage comes from Cave Dude and Zombie. The other dudes are being dwarfed in comparison. The Finance Dude could get close to 7 damage if we get one specific relic, the Line of Credit, where he gets attack power based on how much money you have. And we should have a lot of money by the end of this run. If we get the Line of Credit relic, suddenly our Finance Dude will actually be helpful, doing something other than making us money. Myself, Blizzard and Parrot. This revives dudes randomly. This damages when they taunt. Don't really care for either of them. Pad Helmet, Bolt Time. Pretty similar relics. Go with the Pad Helmet. Green Burrito, Blade Talisman. Blade Talisman's pretty good, but Rotting Stake, Golden Parachute. Oh, both of these are alright as well. Pan Cave Dude next run. I was thinking about like just like trying to do runs with that Cave Dude. He is broken. Rotting Stake, Golden Parachute. Maybe I'll do that next run. I think I'm ending Stream after this run, but yeah, maybe next time I'm streaming. Let's try to like be more experimental, right? Go with Rotting Stake, sure. The Cave Dude is just broken right now. I'm working on a tier list I'm thinking about putting on YouTube, and Cave Dude is one of like 5 dudes in S tier for me. It's just crazy strong. Glad you viewers are chatting. Streams are so much more fun when people interact. Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, I'm surprised you're still here. You didn't chat for a while. I don't know if you dipped out for a bit. But yeah, it's way more interesting when people are chatting. Like for the first hour of the stream, I was just talking to myself, and it's kind of lame. But that's just what being small streamers like, I guess. I logged in and out. Yeah, I figured, because you're usually pretty chatty when you're watching. Elephant Gorilla, sure. What are other S tier dudes? Let me check my list. I'm pretty sure I know off the top of my head. I mean, I made the list, but Dentist, Cave Dude, Chef, Paladin, Farmer. Those are my 5 S tier dudes. Least confident about Farmer and Paladin on that list. I think I just love the Paladin. He might belong in A or B tier, but I think he just fits in like any team, the Paladin. And the Farmer is the one I think House Construction Dude in the tiers. He's my favorite dude. For me, I put him like middle of A tier. I can link you the tier lists after stream if you want to see the whole thing. But I'm planning on I think my plan was to basically just like solidify the tier list. I want to think it over a little bit, and then just like kind of create it on the fly on stream, even though I have a general idea of what it's gonna look like, and explain my thought process. And then I was gonna upload it to YouTube because people are interested in tier lists on YouTube. Dentist, finance dude, yeah. The thing is, because it'll be on stream, and because I think the game's kind of lacking this, it would probably be like some long, drawn-out explanations and details given. So it'd probably be like an hour long or something. So I don't know how many people would watch it on YouTube. And yeah, I also agree. Construction Dude's pretty cool. He's both strong and it's just got like a cool sort of theme to him. He's very tanky. The reason I didn't put Construction Dude in S tier probably is just because he doesn't provide much utility for the team. Like, he's very tanky, and he taunts a little bit, but he just doesn't do something like the Farmer kind of heals other people with like his coffee time and stuff. Farmer does some pretty good damage with his trucker hat, right? But Construction Dude is definitely solid. More cave dudes, yep. More toughness, why not? We have 14 stacks of line of credit right now. I think we have like 20,000 plus coming in soon. And this is 1% attack per 50, so I'm probably gonna save a good amount of money in the last few shops and just like let our finance dudes actually do something. Right now they're like 36 DPS, it's kind of sad. Like the zombie and cave dude are around 150. Fantasy Relic. False Face is cool, except we just don't have reasons for evasion on the team, so I have to go with the Ring of Shielding. Overhealing is converted to temporary health. We should get a good amount of overhealing. With medical license, so a lot of heals in the game will specify that the most injured person will be healed, but medical license does not. So I haven't actually tested it, but I'm assuming this just randomly heals someone who's below 100%. So with medical license being our main source of healing, this Ring of Shielding is amazing because like a decent portion of the heals going out are over heals. So also you can kind of see the work the dentist is doing. If you look at the dudes, the little needles circling them is his Novocaine injection stacks. If you look, like almost the entire party has like max Novocaine injection stacks, which is reducing the damage they take. You can see it underneath them. So yeah, dentists are playing a big role because each of those stacks is reducing the damage they take, and it's getting a little bit of healing from it as well. Ooh, here's the relic I was talking about earlier. Zombies have a half a percent chance to explode, dealing damage to surrounding enemies equal to 200% of their max HP. It does knock out the zombie, so you lose them for the round. Zombies, though, come back after 1 round, unlike 3 rounds for the normal dudes, or like everyone else. Take tax break, sure. So, we're going to randomly see some zombies exploding. Like, look, we finally lost a dude. We haven't lost a dude in a while, really. But zombies are just going to start exploding. And if you remember back to earlier in the run, we have something called Willing Flesh, which is a 5% chance when the zombie dies to revive. So basically, he's just going to keep exploding and then repeatedly reviving somewhat inconsistently. It's a lot of damage, and then zombies just keep coming back. And also, we have life insurance. So we made 378 off of that round from zombies dying. This is the combo I was talking about earlier in the run. Finance dude, zombie dude. It's kind of silly. I think it was Glitch Creation if he's still here. I was talking about earlier. He loses every time with this combo. This is what you want to get rolling for this combo to really work. It's just a little sad we got rolling by like around 90 something. So you can get it rolling earlier. You'll make tons of money, and then you'll be able to buy like every relic and have like a million line of credit stacks for your finance dude. Like 56, that's solid. More zombies. I don't really care too much about the dentists or explorers at this point. It's basically just all these 3 dudes. Yeah, zombie died, that's fine. Made a whole 56 off them. More cave dudes. Universal health here, loyalty card. Take a loyalty card, makes restocking cheaper. Which seems weird to do it around 100, but I think we're going to be restocking enough. Even with only like 15 rounds left, that I'll take that. Because we also have the coupon, I do believe, so we can see things on sale, so cheaper restocks, pretty good. Yeah, so we had the coupon. I was not misremembering. More stuff on sale. More stuff on sale. More stuff on sale. These are okay, but I want stuff on sale. Nuclear codes, nice. It's like good enough to buy full price, I think. Fountain of Youth, nah. Gravestone, half full glass, sure. Nope. I can reroll a lot because I've unlocked like all the meta progression in the game, so I start with a lot of dice, and I start with this thing called loaded dice. So 50% chance when I use die that it just doesn't consume it. So I can kind of just keep re-rolling a bunch. Make things easier, but I am playing on the hardest difficulty, so I'll take every advantage I can get. Bullet time, sure. Take this as well. I think we restock like once or twice for money. But the Mori's pretty good. And I think we just move on. We have 11,000 left, 200 stacks or so of the line of credit. Spend a little bit more next shop. The only thing that's a little goofy is this tax evasion relic. It benefits you from restocking for money. But it's a little weird to restock just to stack this up, really. Might still restock a bunch just to try to find stuff on sale and stack this up in the next shop. All these are like okay. Go to Universal Healthcare. 10% max HP is like okay. Bad credit. The zombie, nah. Receipts on the zombie? What's his crit chance? 5%? Yeah, whatever. Ear gouges. Ear gouges is okay on the zombie. I actually don't know how it works with Boiling Flesh, like which one would take priority. We'll put this on the zombie, maybe? Just a chance he comes back when he explodes sounds pretty cool. We'll also maybe get to see if these activate or Boiling Flesh activate first. It'll be interesting to find out. This is probably gonna get a bunch of stacks pretty quick. Oh wait, oh interesting. It's not gonna work the way I thought it would, I think. So this is when they take fatal damage. And I don't think this is considered fatal damage, it's just considered a knockout. So this is not going to activate unless the enemy kills us. So it's close to worthless, actually. Because most of the zombie deaths are going to be coming from this. Right? So. You live and you learn, I guess. So this trinket's doing, like, basically nothing. I guess if our zombies start dying, it'll do something from the enemy, but at that point I think everyone else on the team is dead, so not going to be very helpful. Taking out a bunch of hippos. The first of the 3 major bosses is coming up at round 105. The goat. So he should be no problem. But we'll see. 174 for our life insurance. We lost money from the NFT again. We've gotten 12 positive and 19 negative. It's a little unlucky. It's a 50-50 whether it's positive or negative result. So that's pretty unlucky. We barely made any money off this relic. And we got it pretty early too. You would think it would even out over time a bit, but we'll re-roll a bit. Tattered Shoe is pretty cool. Run speed and max HP for every zombie, stacking up to 5 times. So everyone's going to run a little faster, have more HP. Fine with that. Oops, misclicked. Living Will, Arctic Mandate, no. So restock for money. Restock for money a bit because of the tax evasion rock I mentioned earlier. Fountain of Youth, this is pretty good. When the Explorer dies, he revives, gets some attack power. Well, all Explorers get attack power. 10-second cooldown. So it could activate multiple times per Explorer if they're not dying too quickly. Yeah, we're at the dice. Just restock. Restock one more. This is okay. This is okay. I'll take this. Take this. Take this. We're pretty low on the line of credit stacks. 140. So Finance Dude's like not helping too much. He's like okay. Your favorite dude's finance dude? What makes you think that? My favorite dude's probably Paladin. He's not on the team right now. Of these dudes, of these 5 dudes, my favorite's, like, thematically probably Zombie. Zombie's cool, like, exploding, coming back to life. I guess I have been talking about Finance Dude a lot. That's probably why you think he's my favorite, but he's not. He's, like, cool. Like, it's just weird to have a dude whose entire focus is economy in a game like this. Just making you money, but... evasion, healing received, attack speed, toughness. Evasion, healing received. Could go like evasion, healing received in zombie. It's like fine. A little bit of tankiness on them. Attack speed, toughness is actually pretty good on Explorer. He heals based upon DPS. Sure, we'll make it a little tougher. Make him heal a little more. You were picking him a lot. Of these 5 dudes, the 2 dudes I picked the most is Cave Dude and Dentist. They're in a lot of my runs. The guy earlier chatting above you, 1000. He was, if you look up, he said ban Cave Dude next run, and part of the reason is that because Cave Dude is obnoxiously strong, and I pick him like half my runs. It's part of the reason I haven't been playing on stream that much, because it's a little boring. Every run's looking the same. It's just Cave Dude with medical license. That being said, Cave Dude is my favorite dude. I just think he's really strong. He's probably the dude I'm picking the most of this lineup. Zombie Dude, Dentist. Go Zombie, sure. Okay, another boss coming up next round. There's the zombies resurrecting. And they're falling like crazy. 4 of them dead. Okay, made 550 from the life insurance. Ancient Idol, Blitzing Parrot. Restock a little bit. Bean Burrito. Bean Burrito's pretty cool. This when someone gets knocked out, they land and let it rip, I guess, and deal a bunch of damage to people around them because of the Bean Burrito. And the zombies are getting knocked out like crazy, so zombies are gonna do even more damage. Gravestone, Smelling Salts, Ancient Idol, Rage Bait. Seeing a lot of the same relics. I'll take this, sure. Take this, sure. And we're pretty good on consumables. This is the boss who killed the last run. So hopefully we're a little better this run. There's one boss after this. But it's pretty debatable which boss is harder. This boss is pretty tough. Looking alright so far. Hopefully the nuke goes off. There we go. It won't kill them all the segments, but it will soften them up a good bit. Use a consumable here. There we go. Oh yeah, we're fine. That went a lot smoother in the last run. But we got Cave Dude with medical license, so no surprise. It's like the most broken dude trinket combo in the game, I think. Okay, everything's dying. Who's doing the most damage? Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, Cave Dude is actually being outshined by the zombie. Explosive Innards, Expired Skin Cream, doing 89% of his damage together. Explosive Innards is just obnoxious. It does damage based upon his max HP. And unlike a lot of area effect damage, it's not split among targets. Take this, sure. So, like, if there's a lot of enemies, he blows up, it just does an obnoxious amount of damage. I look like everything's just dying quickly. We did just lose like a dozen zombies and none of them revived, which is concerning, but mammoths and hyenas, sure. Mammoths are a little scary. Yeah, like see our canteen bars going down a little bit. But should be fine. Look, they're starting to die. The hyenas. Oh. Yeah, we'll use a health potion there. Don't want to lose any more dudes. We're losing enough zombies, so. Demon goats. Demon goats are a bit of a joke. I'd be surprised if I lose anyone but the zombie here. There's a million rocks being thrown. Lost one zombie and that's it. More cave dudes. Gold parachute, sure. The tax evasion is up to 24 out of 30 stacks. So reroll a little bit more, looking for some stuff on sale. It's at 28 stacks, we'll reroll once more. Take a ticking clock, sure. It just sends like a bomb out every once in a while. Next to your dude, it's like a little bit of damage increase. Living Hands, we'll take this. We have, I think we have some relics, it's hard to remember with the 50 relics we have, but I think we have some relics that benefit from dudes dying, and scale dudes die pretty easy, so take that. And then let's just get out of here, save 5,000 for our line of credit. This is the Godler. This is a toddler that is also a god, apparently. So this fight's fun. Might be the first time some of you are seeing this. I mean, I know like at esports you don't even watch this game really, so this fight's cool. It's going pretty quick. Usually the waves don't last like 2 seconds between each one, but you damage him a bunch and then he summons creatures and heals up a bit on repeat. It's easily like the biggest like war of attrition battle in the game. It takes a while. Our zombies are dying. Spoiler alert, he's not dead. He's gonna go into his god form. I have some zombies. I don't like the fact they're not reviving. You lose all the zombies here without them reviving. That could spell disaster. Okay. Nuke is like halfway to going off. Use the lightning here. Stuns him a bit, does a little bit of damage. Got plenty of consumables, I don't want to be stingy. Nuke might go off here. Damage the mammoths a bunch. Teleport them closer so they get... There we go. Okay, that went a lot smoother in the last run. But also I was a bit more like... a bit more lame in my dude selection. I was just picking... Like, Cave Dude, Dentist, and... Cave Dude and Dentist are just obnoxiously strong. Finance and Zombie pair very well together. Explorer Dude's the only dude who's, like... I don't see very often on my team, but... Zombie, sure. We're going on Endless, so this is probably going to last another 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll hit a wall and just everyone's going to die. That's the thing I like about Endless in this game is, aside from like some borderline exploits where there's some really cheesy strategies, it ramps up so quick that like people go into Endless and it usually lasts like 5 to like maybe 20 rounds tops. 20 rounds if you're doing really well, maybe. Like, I have it in the title, my Endless PB is only, personal best is only 135, and it ends at 115, so yeah, most of these end around 120 or so when I go Endless. I think we'll go a little past 120 with this run. It's pretty strong, so. Nuke gonna go off? Some should die and I'll resurrect some of them. Nuke gonna go off again? Alright, we got the Willing Flesh, a bunch of zombies revived, and Nuke's going off. Nice. Yeah, I need to speed this up a little bit. I need to start cooking dinner soon. Bunch of Queen Bees and Sabertooths in this fight. Surprisingly not too hard. This round usually pretty tough. We're starting to run a little low in Canteen, but we'll be okay. Surprisingly staying stable pretty low there for a while. Usually if it goes low, it's going to dip to nothing at some point, but smelling salts, sure. High praise from Corfina. That's my brother, by the way. He just comes in and says random stuff. Trolls a little bit. I think I mentioned that to you actually before. I don't remember. Sure. I don't really care about the line of credit for the finance dude too much. Take Bravestone, whatever. Yeah, we'll save a little bit for the line of credit. I'll actually do something, but I rushed the zombies like a tenth of a second before they revived themselves. I was just a little worried we were going to lose them all, and then yeah, I was like, can't revive if they're all dead. Okay, they revived again, so where's the Willing Flesh? Looking for it. Yeah, but we also have the Living Will, I forgot. So all our Skeledudes and all our zombies dying is just randomly healing all our dudes. So this relic is actually probably helping out more than I was thinking about. We made 64 Skeledudes this fight so far. Yeah, Nuke just went off, so everyone's dead. 400 from life insurance, that's cool. I think like my first row of finance dudes, I got the achievement for the life insurance one. I think my first row of finance dudes, I got the zombies as well. And it's the easiest way to get the life insurance achievement. I forget, it's like making like $3,000 off life insurance in a run, 5,000, something like that. I think we would have got this run if I didn't already have it. Okay, we're going pretty well in the Canteen here. Oh. I should have paid more attention. We're actually have people dying. We're not really killing them either. That's kind of a problem. Try to stun them a bit. If we start killing, we'll be able to recover and use a bunch of dude juice after the round. That's not good. All our zombies are dead. Those are our tanks, so yeah. Thankfully, we killed the enemy just as that happened. 7 dudes revived from the RTO mandate here. Okay, use a bunch of dude juice. Shotgun turtles. These are a little scary. Use this here. We should be in the clear. Like our Canteen bar is barely going down, they're starting to die, so. Oh, it's looking a little iffy for a second. Throw another meteor in there. Meteors to me are one of the worst consumables. So I'm going to use a few of them. Okay, zombie survived, cool. The only thing I don't like about Endless is I just don't think I have much to comment on. They're just kind of battling it out. At least during the run I can talk about like what I'm looking for, what I'm strategizing for. We have every single route we can get at this point. And we have a good amount of consumables, and that's all we're really doing 30 battles using consumables, so. This has been pretty large, those lines. We'll keep reviving a little bit. Revive zombies, please. There we go. I was gonna say we're down like 3/4 of our zombies. They haven't revived yet. We're down to 1 dude juice. This is probably ending the next round or two. At round 125, we'll get a shot though, so if we make it past the next round, maybe we can stock up a bit. Zombears, queen bees, woolly rhinos. Keep meteoring them. That nuke went off in like a couple seconds of the battle. It's crazy. And it killed 0 enemies. The other level nuke is killing 0 enemies. It does soften them up a good bit though, so it's like fine. Okay, there's a lot of zombies. Will these revive soon? I don't really want to use dude juice on zombies, but I might have to. Just gonna buy a bunch of consumables. Yep. That should be good, I think, right there. 6 dude juice left now. A bunch of health potions and strange spores. I'd rather use those. They're cheaper and yeah, they can save lives a little easier in Endless, I think. Like dude juice is fine, but if you're losing a bunch of dudes, dude juice is not going to keep you alive in Endless at least. Okay, actually. Might have been a little early on that call. All the honey badgers are dead, but the saber-tooths really aren't dying. Can we finally start killing them? Yeah, a couple of them down. Ooh, nuke. That'll help out. Yeah, cleared all but 1. And we hit him with like 50 rocks. Finance, sure. 3 dudes revived. It's not really enough. Okay, I thought this would end a little earlier than this, and on Endless. I still doubt we're beating our PB, right? Our PB is 135 beaten. I'll see how far this can go. Zombies are falling, spores are falling. Hopefully zombies revive soon. Like, none of the enemies are falling, so that's not great. Nuke, that'll help out. I feel like the main reason to grab the nuclear codes is just for Endless. Like, it's usually like overkill before then. Just kind of like nuking a couple enemies that are almost dead already. But in Endless, you kind of need the nuke. It just like softens them up so much. Like it does 20,000 damage to everyone, and I think most of these enemies have like 40 to 60,000. Alright. Oh, that's not good. We lost all our zombies. About a couple people, sure. 2,000 for life insurance. Crazy. 7 dudes revived. We're definitely dead here, right? 450 queen bees. We're down 45 dudes. Okay, that lightning hit like 80% of them. Same again. Yeah, we're just dead here, huh? We're down so many dudes. No way to revive them, so... If the nuke goes off, we have like a small chance of beating this round, I think. If zombies revive. Not zombies are revive. I think we're dead. We're out of zombies, so we have no one tanking. Nuke went off. Is it gonna matter? Took out like 80 of them. Okay. I think we might barely make it out of here. Nah. Maybe? Nah. There's only 100 left. We killed 3/4 of them. But, that's the end. Let's see. 12,000 DPS on our zombies. Wait, oh. Yeah, it was like 24,000 on our dentist. What are our dentists doing? But, it counts nuclear codes, so... That did 8 million damage by itself. Good end stream there. Need to go cook and eat dinner, so... Might be back with the stream later, but no promises, so... Catch you all later. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Gracie for the raid if you're still around lurking. Have a good one, everyone. And see you next time.